In the preceding verses, Jeremiah instructs the exile to say, he said, y'all might as well go ahead and start building your homes and settling down and then start planting gardens and seek the peace and prosperity of the city where they have been placed despite being in a foreign land. He encouraged them to live their lives fully, even in exile, and to trust in God's plans for their future. This verse is a source of comfort and hope for the exiles, assuring them that God has a purpose for them, even in the midst of their current circumstances. It also emphasized the idea that God's plans are for their welfare and not for harm. And he has a hopeful future in store for the believers. The broader content of this verse underscores the message of faith, perseverance, and trust in God's providence, even in challenging times. Who in here got some challenging times that's going on right now? Understanding the historical and cultural content of this scripture enriches its significance as it's an original address to a specific group of people that was facing adversity. The broader contents enhances the timeless message of hope to trust in God's plan, which continues to resonate with us believers on today. So tell your neighbor there's a blessing in the storm. That wasn't the right neighbor, because I could barely hear y'all here. Tell your neighbor that there is a blessing in the storm. The blessings in the storm can indeed be useful and makes perfect sense to the content of this verse. The scripture of Jeremiah 29:11 is often interpreted as a promise of hope and prosperity. Even while adversities and trials and your life is come crashing down, where stuff just going crazy. The result and the search results provide insight and align with the interpretation. This verse, listen to this. This verse is not a promise of a life-free challenge. This is not talking about you're not going to receive trials. And it's not talking about that. But rather it is a reassurance that we can find peace and hope in the midst of our storm. You know how we get when we go through storms. We hold our head down. The weight of it all is on our shoulders, and we look like what we're going through. But this scripture is saying that even though you're going through this scripture is not saying that God is promising us a life free from trials and tribulation, but it is to reassure us that while you're going through that, you will be at peace. And sometimes y'all, peace is hard to find when stuff is happening all around you. You feel like you're all by yourself. You feel like that you're the only one that is going through what you're going through. Tell your neighbor right now, the devil is a liar. Somebody else is going through just like I am. And the thing that I come to realize is that wherever you're going through in your life, the enemy wants you to keep your mouth closed. Why? Because now he's putting embarrassment in your life. I don't want to tell them people what I'm going through. I don't want them to know that I hurt in this situation. The devil is a liar. He wants you to share and let folk know, hey, I'm going through some stuff, and can I just get you to pray with me just a little while longer? The enemy will hold you hostage because he wants embarrassment on your life. He's a liar. He's a liar. I found out this weekend, y'all, that he is a liar. He is a liar. I ain't embarrassed about nothing. Guess what? Because it ain't me. It ain't me that's causing